Let's do it. Introduce yourself for us.
My name is Amadeo Felice Vittorio Iavalice. I go by Deo. It's a bit simpler. I'm 24 years old and I'm the owner of the St Rita on Bank Street.
And what kind of restaurant is this, St Rita?
So it's all Italian cuisine. Go figure. It's all handmade. My nonna makes the pasta by hand. My pizza guy he's doing the dough earlier. Sauce is all made in house. My nonna also makes the tiramisu, the desserts.
Okay.
So yeah, it's traditional, home, family style Italian cuisine.
Right, so recipes are like from the family or?
Like on my nonna's side of things, yes, that's all things she's been doing 40 plus years.
Right.
For myself at least, it's I've been in the industry since I was 12 years old. So doing it for 12 years, it's just things I've picked up here and there and kind of put my own spin on.
And how long you guys been open for?
We opened up in January 4th of 2023.
Okay, so fairly new.
We just celebrated our 2 years like a month ago.
And what kind of dishes are on the menu? Like obviously Italian, but...
So our menu is pretty small because it's, I have the mentality of figure out what you're good at and just do that. Don't kind of broaden your... I mean, obviously there's always room to expand and experiment.
Yeah.
But if you're good at something, do that thing. So we have pastas, pizzas, couple salads, couple desserts, and like traditional Italian appetizers. So we have arancini, we have burrata cheese. So
what's your favorite?
probably the fettuccine marsala.
Okay.
So it's basically marsala chicken, but in a pasta form. So it's cream-based marsala wine, which is like a fortified Italian wine.
Right.
Almost like a salted caramel kind of flavor to it. Again, the handmade fettuccine, chicken, and mushrooms.
And if you had to describe the vibe of the place for someone coming in, how would you do that?
Cozy, intimate, relaxed, not super high end. You're not gonna break the bank
Right.
dining with us,
Yeah. Like a nice looking place, but still
Yeah, it's very
affordable.
We're not Michelin star or whatever.
Not yet.
Not yet. But yeah, I say most like 99% of the time when people say, "Oh, we love the ambiance. It's so cozy in here. It's so..." People, sit, have a bottle of wine, and leave for 3-4 hours sometimes.
What made you want to get into this?
Well, like I said before, I've been in the industry since I was 12 years old. When my nonno, so my grandfather, when he came over from Italy, he opened up a little like corner store deli kind of thing. And then my father opened up his own restaurant in 1997.
Okay.
And I've just been, even since I was a kid, I've always loved cooking and kitchen work and stuff. So it was kind of a no-brainer when this opportunity popped up to have my own little baby.
So you've literally just been cooking your whole life?
Oh yeah. I've worked, I think, a total of like 3 different jobs in my life.
Right.
And it's...
You came out chopping onions. You were ready to go.
Yeah.
Awesome. What would you say is the hardest part starting your own restaurant? At least for yourself, anyways.
Hardest part. I'd say personally for me, it was because the restaurant I used to work at, my father's restaurant. It was 280 seating.
Right.
And this is 25 seating.
Yeah.
So being from the kitchen manager in charge of 12, 14 guys to being in this place, it's definitely less stressful. The work is less stressful, but the amount of work is wider. Because now I'm not just doing kitchen stuff. I'm doing, on top of like food ordering and stuff, drink ordering, scheduling, bookkeeping, all that fun stuff. I think the hardest part would definitely just be that you don't realize how much goes into starting and upkeep of a restaurant.
On a day-to-day basis, what's your favorite part of coming into work?
I'd say it's the tail end of each day. Like I come in, sun's beaming, I lock the doors, turn the lights, pull up the blinds, and then the day is the day. It's whatever. Some days are good, some days are bad, and
Right.
at the end, turn the lights off, turn the heat off. And it's just kind of that comforting routine of like, no matter what happens, I still open the doors, I still close the doors.
Is there anything you wish you could change, either about the restaurant or the menu itself?
Physicality of the restaurant, obviously new seats. Like,
Yeah.
not new seats, but like more seats.
More
just
seats,
you know,
yeah.
that extra $300-$400 a night.
Right.
That would help out immensely. Not that I need the help, but
Yeah.
it's one less worry. Menu wise, I think I don't want to touch, maybe like just different types of pizzas, but I don't want to touch the dough at all
Mm-hmm.
because the dough is my own recipe. It's like a 3-day process.
Okay.
I think maybe just get weird and wild with some entrees because we'll do entrees as a special.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really do your veal, like a lot of the places have veal, just our kitchen is so small it's difficult to do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think experiment more with entrees would be my ideal expansion of the menu.
Right. And so you said the dough was your own recipe.
Mhm.
How long did that take to get to where it is now?
Probably about 8 years since I started making it. Making
Right.
dough, yeah.
Making it for yourself or back at your dad's
No,
restaurant?
back at my dad's restaurant. There's a recipe there, and then do your own research and stuff, figure out what works.
Yeah.
So it's a 3-day process. You guys start off with it's called poolish.
Okay.
So it's yeast, honey, water, flour.
Mm-hmm.
Mix all that. Let it sit at room temperature for 2 or 3 hours, and throw it in the fridge. And then over the course of 24 hours, it'll proof up to get nice and airy. And then you take that, put it in your dough mixer, add more water, add flour. I can tell you how much, that's my recipe.
Yeah.
Your salt, and then a little bit of olive oil. Technically, you're not supposed to put olive oil on Neapolitan style pizzas, but I put olive oil on it.
We won't tell him.
And then mix that, and then when it's all together, you make a big ball out of it, let it sit at room temperature for 2-3 hours, back in the fridge, let it proof up again for 24 hours.
Thanks for doing the interview.
No worries. Glad to be your little experiment.
Yeah,
Little
my
interview experiment.
first go. And any final thoughts or thank yous you'd like to give?
Thank you to everyone in the industry and local, even if, even like our neighbors next door, I don't like talk to them. Thank you. It's nice that we all stick together and that we're all, obviously we're businesses or competitors and stuff.
Right.
But we all, at the end of the day, we're all people. We all know each other a little bit. So it's nice that we have that kind of camaraderie together, and I really enjoy that.